Would a Glock still fire after being underwater for 60 days? We're about to find out. Welcome back to our Glock torture test. This is the second video on this series. It has now been 60 days that Dwayne the Glock Johnson has been submerged in muddy, murky darkness here on our pond in Georgetown, Texas. After 30 days, he's still fired. Now we're gonna go down there, we're gonna see what he looks like. I have no idea what a Glock is gonna look like after being underwater for 60 straight days. And we're gonna pull him out, see what he looks like, and then we're gonna see if he shoots. There's just like hundreds of little dead minnows in here. Give it a level 10 muddiness. I think I can see it over here. Whoa! Whoa! There's a hole right there. It's all right, it's showbiz. Can you give me the gloves? Yep. Bro! Oh, okay, all I need is my right hand. We're good. Mysterious something over here. She is. It looks not as rusty as last time, which is interesting. But it's like caked in this moss. I see some rust in the barrel. It smells like dead fish. First, let's get to today's sponsors. We don't have any. So after 30 days, there is significant bright orange rust here on the side and in the barrel. I'm not seeing as much today for whatever reason. I don't know if it's just because it's overcast or what. But just like from the initial eye test, I'm not seeing a whole lot of rust or anything visually from the outside that would make me believe that it's not going to shoot. Okay, we are going to quickly rinse it out. And a lot of people said last time that the test was void when we rinse it out. But the point of this test is to see what does the water itself do to the gun. So if you found a Glock in the water, if you pulled it out, like we want to know if that thing would still fire after it was cleaned out. Otherwise, we're just dealing with the variables of the mud and the barrel obstructions, and it's either gonna fire or not fire just depending on how much mud just so happened to be in the barrel right when you pulled it out. So we could do that as a separate test, but that's just a little bit harder to test. This is just straight up, how much is the water corroding the gun and making it not able to fire? How long can a gun stay underwater before that water starts to affect it to where it can't fire? So we're gonna rinse it out just to get the barrel obstructions out, so it's a true test to see what the water's doing to the gun. So before I even rinse it, I just wanted to see if the mag would come out, which it does, which is pretty interesting, and the slide does come back. We are building the contraption to hold the gun while we fire it.
How'd it work last time?
It worked pretty good last time. It took us a while to make it though.
I mean, 10 minutes.
So we got 2 screws that are gonna go in and then a little string. But the issue that makes it hard, maybe you guys in the comments would be able to know how we'd be able to fire it safely better. If I was a real man, I'd probably just shoot with my finger, but I don't want to, so. All right, so we're gonna put 1 fresh round in it, load it up, chamber it, because we're not gonna be able to chamber it once it's like zip tied to this board. Fire! Fire! It's just like the most inefficient firing system. Just like, hold on, boys! All right, here we go. 60 days underwater. Let's see if it fires. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Okay, our Glock did fire. After 60 days underwater, fired perfectly. It is starting to get a little bit more wear and tear, but Dwayne the Glock Johnson is still at peak form. It's time to go throw it back in the pond and come back and check again in another 30 days. All right, our Glock survived the 60-day challenge. Time to throw him back in the water and come back again in 30 days to see if Dwayne survives the 90-day
Underwater torture test.
underwater torture test. Underwater torture test.
How long you think?
Underwater torture test. In the water, testing it. The gun. Huge thanks to all of our sponsors making this possible. We don't have any. How are we making money on this? Let us know in the comments how many days our Glock will survive underwater and still be able to fire. Ow! The pond is literally not deep enough anymore. So if the pond is not deep enough, we're gonna monitor it and we will get some Tupperware with some pond water and seal the Glock in it. And some mud. All right, we'll just cut that other part, right, Brian? Right? They're to the same spot. Oh! All right, enjoy another Yee video. YouTube thinks you would like this one right here. So go check it out. Yee!